So it is Saturday morning. I am heading over to the bus. We finally got the tin, the sheet metal for the transition. It's been a month. That sheet metal shop was so busy. We just left it with them. I was hoping to find other things to do, but most of what we need to do now has been hinging on either the weather, which has just been unpredictable, June in Alberta, or having the thing sealed in so I can do the interior. So that's where we are today. It's just me and I brought Bren. Bren, say hi. Yeah, she's more interested in the donuts and coffee that I have. I'm gonna bring her over because it's just her at my place today. Christina and Isa went backpacking. She's getting in some solo trips because she's still training for the GT or the GDT. Yeah. Anyway, we just got coffee. We are on our way to my parents to start working on the bus. Not sure what I'm going to do with the big dog here yet, but I brought her kennel just in case. All right, we are at the bus, getting ready to go up on the roof. Gonna finally take this out and put the new piece on it. But I'm gonna get as much done today as we possibly can. This is the tin piece for the roof to cover the escape hatch. This is an old piece I took off the side, so we're going to go every second hole starting at this corner, and we're going to drill all the way around, and then we'll take it up, put the butyl tape on, and then we'll drill through there and then rivet it. Okay, we've got the holes all drilled and we're back up top, so we're just going to lay it down on the roof and match the holes up where we want them, drill new holes. And then we'll put the butyl tape on the underside of the panel and rivet it in. There we go. One roof vent hole patched. Later on we're gonna come up here and trim the butyl tape off, and then I'll run drip check around it. A couple of passes of drip check, and that's never gonna leak. So get her painted up later and it'll look perfectly normal. Okay, we're gonna start on putting the sheet metal up and over the transition here. We gotta bend it. We're gonna use a ratchet strap, but we're gonna get it tied into the corner there. We're definitely gonna have to trim it, although we made a pattern, but we're gonna have to trim it to make it fit properly. And then we're just gonna bend it over and rivet it down, tack it in a few spots, and then it'll get seam welded when Dad's got his MIG welder back from the shop. So we knew this was going to be a chore because we need to bend this around to get the right shape. Even though we've made a pattern, the pattern wasn't exact. We had it cut a little bit bigger than we needed it to be, just so that we could bend it around like we're doing now, and then we're going to hold it in with C-clamps and then clamp it down. So here's our process so far. We've got a ratchet strap, 2-inch strap or 1.5 inch, whatever it is. We're coming from the corner of the window there. We're coming up and around and down to the bottom of the bus, and we are arcing this in. Now we're going to put another strap across the top to arc the back corner in. You can see in there where it's got to arc in, be pulled a little bit tighter. Had a bit of a lunch break and we're back at it. Everything's starting to come in together. It's not pulled. We got a trim here and there, but our main goal is to get this bottom corner down there trimmed in, and then we're going to work our way around top and bottom. Tacking it in, piece by piece, holding it tight. We are slowly working it around with the block there, pulling it around the corner, tacking it in from the inside. The only place there's going to be rivets are on this, and this cross beams or supports, simply because that's where the wind is going to hit and it's going to rattle. These outside ones, as soon as we hit that with the spray foam, there's no way it's going to move there at all. Good morning, everybody. It is Sunday morning. Brandon and I we're heading back to the bus. Christina's still out on her backpack trip. Should be back sometime, I'm guessing, late this evening. Sounds like she's having a good time, just her and Isa. Brandon and I are heading back to the bus, and we've still got one side to put in on that transition sheet metal, and then the centerpiece. Now, the centerpiece should take next to nothing to do. It's just a flat piece. A little bit of trimming on it, but that's about it. We figured out some good techniques yesterday, Dad and I, and hopefully today goes as smooth. Yesterday took a long time, but we didn't want to just start hacking and chopping at that piece of sheet metal to get it to fit. We wanted to make sure it fit properly. So gonna stop for coffee and probably a Timbit for Bren, and off to the bus we go. All right, today's project, get the rest of this in, and I think it's going to go a little bit smoother today than yesterday because we know what we're doing today.
Spread this apart here.
there we go. We got the two outside pieces in. Got them all trimmed up so they fit nicely. Dad's just tacking them in. And then we'll attack that centerpiece. But first, cake. And there it is. Finally, transition sheet metal is in. Needs a few more rivets and a seam weld all the way around, but it's cut, curved, and installed. Oh man, that was a long time coming.